Hello everyone and welcome to Modulus. Well, I did play this game before off camera when it was available as a demo during one of the Steam Next Fests, and I was pretty much immediately pretty intrigued. In fact, I was so intrigued that when I heard that the developers started doing a creator program, I applied and they have granted me a key, so a big thank you goes out to them. In case you're not familiar with the game, it is a automation factory building kind of a deal where we have to produce bots and basically ship them down to these colonies down here, and we have to build our factories up in these big pillars in the sky. And the thing that sets it apart is that we have to build things out of different shapes, so we have to cut them and put them back together, color them and all that kind of stuff. So it should be kind of interesting. So, you know what? Let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into it. And here we go. So first things first, let's just do the quick camera tutorial. There we go. And before we do anything else, I would like to set the day-night cycle to be day only, mostly for your benefit. I mean, the nighttime is relatively visible, I think, but you know what? Let's keep it nice and bright. There. Okay, so the first thing we need to set up is going to be very much on rails, but after that we should be free to build wherever we want. But as I said, for the time being we need to follow the tutorial. So there we go. And in case you're wondering, I did play this one a little bit off camera. I did manage to basically get to the point where we need to start actually making some paints, but after that I am going to be pretty much in the blind. Anyways, for now we have these minor setup on these, I don't know, sheep deposits or something, poly rocks. And now we need to actually smelt them in a furnace. After that we need to belt them into it and then this way. Okay, and then we need to start cutting them. Basically, 4 of these mining deposits go into a furnace and that will give us these 4x4x4 cubes. So we need to basically cut them into shape. So you go right here. And then we need to decide how we want to cut them. Click on the building and basically we need to cut these in half. So we have these different cutting sizes. We can go every single tile. So this one will be cut into 4 strips, I suppose. Or we can go with this one, which is going to be what we need to do for this one. And this will cut into 2. And also, the amount of stuff coming out will also decide the output. So if we do this one, input is 15, and we will have 2 outputs, so the overall output is going to be 30. But if you do it this way, then input is 15, but now we have 4 stuff coming out. So the output is going to be 60 per minute. But as I said, for now, we need to do it this way. So configure. And then we need to put them back together in an assembler. You can go here for now. And then, as I said, the output is going to be 30. And the input of this one is going to be 15 on each side. So ideally, it should be split in 2. Also, before we do so, let's place down the splitter and then the belt. And there we go. Okay, and by the way, this is the shape that we need to create with these pot pieces. So, click on the assembler and now we can put them back together in a way that will be resembling this shape. So you can go there and you can go there and configure.
New module created.
And new module has been created. And now we just need to belt it into this big building. So first things first, create a crane and then belt in, and that's it. Okay, so from here on out, we are going to be allowed to build wherever we want. If you don't mind, I will set these guys up real quick, because we need to create the next shape, which is going to be this one, a big column. Okay, so let me see. Basically what we need to do is, okay, before we get to that, you might have noticed that this is a 2x4, I don't know, wall kind of stuff. That is basically two halves of this cube put back together in a more narrower fashion. But if you take a look at this one, this is enough material for half of this cube. Basically, cut half and then cut half again, and then two of those quarters stack together. So, technically speaking, this will give us double the amount of stuff coming out than this belt, basically. So, first things first. These furnaces, they will have an input of 60 and output of 15. And these mines are 15 output, so 4 of them will go into a single furnace. You can go here. And then just belt it in. Thank you. There. And then this is going to be output of 15. We need to cut this one once at least. So there, and then cut along double tiles. So we will create these slabs again, but we need to cut these again. So I will add a splitter right here, and then 2 more cutters. But first, set this one up, rotate, cut again, and then copy this one here, and it will do the same thing. We only need to set it up one time, and then just copy it. Anyways, after that, we still have the output of 30. So we still need to split it, because the assemblers will have the input of 15 plus 15. So let's just put this one here and this one here, and then you can go there and there. Okay, so this one. As I said, we need to create this column shape, so you will go ahead and do this. Good. New module created. And tell you what, delete this one, copy this one here. And now they do the same thing. Okay. And as it happens, we need to have 24 of these, well, low walls kind of stuff, and 48 of these columns. So basically double, so it's a good thing that we actually have double the output of these. Tell you what, delete this crane real quick and put it here instead, so these guys don't have to go too far. And there we go. Okay, now we need to wait for this one to be finished. Can we do anything else in the meantime? First, we need to make sure that we can deliver these modules. Do we get anything new after that one? Yes, we need to create a harvester pad. And this is where we will basically output the stuff that will come out of these buildings. The first stage is always that we need to build the actual production facility on top of these towers, and after that it will start taking in these parts and they will start creating whatever they need to create. For example, this basic core facility will create basic cores, so pretty self-explanatory. Anyways, this is where those resources will be pooled. All we need to do is hook it up to the actual facility, and this drone will, once they are available, pick up the cores and store them in here, and then we can belt them out through here. And obviously, one of these drone facilities can be hooked up to multiple buildings. As far as I can tell, maybe it's going to be 4. And those little 4, I don't know, stuff should be an indicator on that. Anyways, Next up, place a basic bot assembly building. Okay. Well, it's going to be in here. Basic bot assembly. As I've said in the intro, we will need to create robots for the colony below. Can I see the colony from up here? Yeah. All these little settlements down here will require bots. So that is what we need to provide for them. And the first stage is basic bots. So if you don't mind, I will set it up. I don't know. Here, I guess. We have plenty of resources down here, so I will put it here for now. And then I will move it around as needed. In fact, before we proceed, I think I will try to make this one a bit more compact. You will move here. Both of you will move. Yeah, here will do. And then you can move there. You can move there. There. And yeah, just move this entire setup here for now. There. Good. And fine. You belt in that way. And you belt in that way. Okay, now it should be a lot more compact and organized. Okay then, so this one. This one will require different shapes, obviously. This one will require basically this shape, but even more narrow. So I suppose we can get twice the amount of this one, because this is basically half of the material of one cube. And then we'll also need these guys. Same as this one, but black. This is where the first coloring stuff will come into play. Okay, let's start from this side so we can maybe exploit this entire place. I mean, I suppose what we could also do is move these guys up here. And that should give us a bit more space. So you will be here instead. You will be, let me see, there. And you will build in this way. Good. You can go in there. You will do this one and you will do this one. Yeah. Now we have plenty of space to build. Okay, let's start with this one. As I said, it's basically the same as this setup. The output of this one is 15. Okay, tell you what. In that case, all we need to do is copy this one. You can go, yeah, here. Then we need the mines, obviously. Mine, there, 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 there. That should do it. But we need to cut it one more time. In fact, I suppose we could make a bit more room. Yeah, you will be moved. Here instead. Yeah. Also, thankfully, there is a mirroring function in this game. Press T and as you can see, it will mirror the building. Always have to see this functionality in a game. Anyways, that will do quite alright. And then the output, as I said, will need to be cut one more time. So, cutter, yeah, just go this way. And you will cut along these single tiles. So we will get twice the amount of stuff that we need. Well, at the moment we have a very limited amount of inputs on these. We can only place down 4 cranes. Unfortunately, this will not only require these shapes in the end, it will also require these cores. So, to maintain the balance, I think I will only have 1 input for each of these. Later we can increase it, so it's not going to be so inefficient for forever, basically. Anyways, you can go this way for now. And then just have a crane. Okay, next up, this one. Basically the same as this setup. So if you don't mind, I will just quickly copy it. You can go here. Yeah, I think that will do. Okay, we can mine these, I suppose. But before we finish things up, we need to actually... okay, you will be facing down instead. And you will enter the belt this way. Okay, and now we can place down the furnace there, and you will go in that way. Okay, yeah, things are getting a bit cramped. Anyways, now this output will need to be black. We have unlocked this monotoner building, which will basically flip the color of the building from white to black or black to white. So, we just put it here for now. That should be 15, and this is 15 to 15, that's correct. Okay, for now just merge them together, it's fine. Eventually we will likely split these, but for now this is what we can do. Okay, and then once this one is all built, this will require these basic cores. Also, oh sorry, I think I moved these, not copy them. Fine, fine, fine. Put this guy back, please. Yeah, I think, let me see. So this one will give us that one, then put them back together, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so we should be back to normal now. Right. Yeah, we are producing what we need to produce. Good. And in the meantime, this one is halfway finished. Okay, we need to give it some time. In the meantime, create and deliver the first module of the basic processing plant. Basic processing plant, that's not it. Second module to basic processing plant. Okay, I suppose that's going to be the third building. Right. This will create gray processors. Anyways, first things first. Let's just move this one to be facing... yeah, here. It will still pick up stuff from this one. Output... the basic cores will go into the robot assembly plant. You can go there. And I don't want to mix these together with the basic cores. So I will just create another drone facility. You will be hooked up to this one. And now, these are the basic bots. These ones will go into this building. This is the delivery point for everything that we need to send down to the settlement. So the basic bots will need to go in there, and that will take care of our first goal, basically. Well, as soon as this one is built, actually. Which shouldn't be too far now. 3 more of these columns. Okay, and now we can actually start making the bots. Good. Okay, I think this place might be a little bit too cramped for my liking now. If you don't mind, I think I will move on to this deposit next. Right, so we need a basic processing plant. Let me see. That one will require basic cores, so we need to build one more of these. Unfortunately, it is now basically at its limit. So yeah. Tell you what. Can I copy more than one thing? No. That's fine. You can go here. Yeah. That will be fine. And then we'll also need this one. Okay, so these will give us the resources that we need for the Yeah, the basic cores, exactly. Okay.
Delivery target complete.
Thank you. Finally, we have delivered our first bots. We are now rank 2, which means we can unlock one more island, but let's just wait for that a little bit. For now, we need to take care of this. Also, thank you. Don't clutter the screen. So, basic cores, you can go here. Belt in, belt in, belt in. And now you just need to take care of the mines. And that's 2. And that should take care of it. Now all we need to do is add the cranes and done. No, never mind. Done. You can go away. Okay, so this one will give us the basic cores, which are needed for the processing plant, which will give us gray processors. I do believe these are the research module kind of a deal. I think so. If I remember correctly from the test game. Anyways, first things first, we need to actually output the basic cores. You can go there, hook up to this one, and that's it. So, now things are getting more interesting. Here, we will need to create these shapes. I will pin them to make it a bit more easier for us. So, we will need to do, well, basically, 2 of these columns, but one of them will have to be black, and then we need to merge them back together into this 50-50 slab. And then we also have this one. Ooh, that is a lot more interesting. Let's start with this one. Should be fairly easy. Basically, we can copy this whole setup. We just need to make sure that we color one half of it and then merge them together one more time. I suppose you can go here. Yeah, that will do just fine. And tell you what, let's color... Yeah, move these guys over by 2, because as it happens, these monotonal buildings are a 1 by 2. And there. So this one will give us black columns, but we will need to merge them together with these as well. So I suppose we can have this one. And there. And okay, I will set this one up once we have the actual resources. For now, we actually need to mine something. Okay, now we just need to wait for all this to trickle through, and then we can create the shape that we actually want to create. In the meantime, this one. Basically, it appears that this one is the same amount of material as one cube. So, I suppose we can create slabs first, these 1 tile wide slabs. Okay, let me see. This one I think we need to create from scratch, but first, you are ready to go. You will need to create this one and this one. That should be correct, right? Technically speaking correct, but you know what? For the sake of consistency, do it that way. And new module done. Good. So, as I said, let's create this shape from scratch. First, obviously, we will need to smelt the actual raw resources. There we go. So, cut. You will cut here. And I suppose we might as well just go for the 1 tile narrow slabs right away. That means that the output will be 60. So you do this, configure, but the output is 60. But the input of most of these buildings is 15. So we need to basically split this one 2 times. Once and twice. So now we have the correct output. Thankfully, these splitters are instantaneous. They don't have an input and output ratio, so that's fine. Okay then, so next up, tell you what, you will go this way instead. And let me just move these guys over by 1. No, just these. Here. So we can basically encompass this pen like this. Make use of the space as much as possible because we still need to mine all these eventually. Anyways, next up. This will give us 2 of these slabs. I suppose they can be colored right away. And let's do it here. And then we can merge them together. There. They should give us exactly, there we go. Okay. You and you will create this little backing plate. Configure. And now we need to create this L-shape kind of deal. Okay, that means we need to color... let me see. Never mind. We need to cut this one again. Okay, let's color them one side. And then we can cut. So, cut here. You will cut this one, but rotate and then tilt over and do this. And then we will merge them back together in the longer configuration. And we can do the same for the other black side here. Then output is 30. So we need to split these again. I suppose you can go here and here. Sure. So you can go here. Put them back together in a longer configuration. No. Down there. Thank you. Correct. And the other side is going to be the same but for white shape. So we can copy this one over there and that one should create exactly what we need. Okay, and now we need to put them back together in this L shape. So you will go here. Let's take a look. Exactly. You will be there and you will be rotate. And there we go. Exactly what we need. Configure. And all we need to do now is merge this one together with this one. Fine. Just belt it out this way. Which means this one should be mirrored. So move, flip, and there. Okay. And create the final shape. Backing plate and this L shape there. That looks good to me. Configure.
New module created.
Thank you very much. And now this one can go into the... not this one. Yeah, we didn't build it yet. So this is the... yeah, this little shape here. I suppose we could create a turn. Can I squeeze the main building in here? I mean, technically speaking, yes, but... okay, fine, do it. You will build your stuff this way. Green. And you will be moved here instead. You will go in straight away and you will go in this way. And you will go that way. Let's take a look. This one should give us this correct... yeah, that's the correct shape. And here you go. Great. Thank you. So as soon as this one is built, this one will require basic cores, I believe. This one. Right. Do we want to, yeah, move this one so we can make this one as compact as possible? You will be there, you guys will be not quite there. Delete this one. Create one more crane here. Okay, you will bat in, no, you will bat in that way. There we go. And you will bat in this way. Okay, that looks good to me. After this one, Yeah, you can move there. And just build the basic cores into this building. One more crane goes there. Okay. As soon as this one is fully built, we will be in business. Right? Why are you not taking these? Oh, no, no, no. The white one needs to be in the little channel. Okay, so I messed something up. Let me take a look. Is it in this one? Yeah. I think moving stuff around did change the inputs. You will need to be reset. There. There. Configure. Now it should be correct. Well, in that case, we need to basically redo these belts. Need to wait until the correct one comes out. There we go. Okay, now this one is the correct shape. Yeah. Now it's just a matter of time. And yes, these 50-50 slabs are finished. 32 out of 32. Now I just need to wait for this one. Okay, in the meantime, you can close, and now we need to buy an island. Now for this next island, we will need to have access, yeah, to these crystals and this oil seep. I don't know, not all of the islands will have those. This one has these crystals, but I don't see oil on this one, for example. So I don't think I want to buy this one. This one has oil and crystals, so this one is actually viable. Or this one... Yeah, this one has crystals, but I don't see oil. Yeah, let's just go with this one. This is the one I bought in the test playthrough, so I know this one will work. Thank you. And now we have access to this one. And we can use these sky bridges to deliver resources between two islands, but maybe later. For now, I never had the need for it. Anyways, finish the processing plant, which is on the way. Should be done after 7 more of these. And then this will output gray processors, I believe. And I have not built the collection point for them. You will go here. There, you will hook up to this one. Yeah, I built a lot more compact than I did in the test game. I am kind of happy about that. Anyways, thank you. Now that we have the gray data cubes, now we need to actually turn them into research data, whatever they are. Here, I believe. Yeah. Data centers. For now, you can go here, and they will require a equal input. I suppose we can speed things up a minuscule amount if we do it this way. Basically, the processing will be longer than the output of this guy. So if we have 2 at the ready to immediately go in, it will be ever so slightly faster. It is a minimal amount of boost, but it's still a boost. So there we go. Also, tell you what, I don't think we are creating basic bots fast enough. We don't need to hop over. We can just merge them together. It's fine. Okay, so you will need to create gray data shards. Yes, please. And it is already on the way. Good. Should be coming out any second. There it is. Good. Deliver 1, and that should unlock the research. And there we go. Good. Let's take a look. Okay. Open the tech tree right here. And now we can start researching stuff. First things first, we will need to unlock this one for the next task. So gray buildings, second floor. Sure. Thank you. And that will allow us to upgrade these buildings. Basically, we can deliver these building resources once again. The building will be one tile higher and it will increase the output. It says we will need to have one processing plant upgrade to second floor. So processing plant, upgrade. Once again, we need to wait for all the construction resources, but they are already built in, so just a matter of time. And at least 2 core facilities at second floor. So we will need to have this one. For that one we need 4 cubes. Good thing we have those coming in. So there is going to be one more. After that one, how much do we have? Okay, we have 9 more queued up, so that will be enough for the other one. Anyways, quickly do this one. Start construction. And once we have one more cube coming out, that will be enough to upgrade the last remaining data center or basic cube. And done. Okay, let's upgrade this core facility to level 2. Just a matter of time. Next up, deliver all modules to the basic refinery. That is underway. And unlock basic refinery blue pigment node. What do we need for that one? 4 cubes. Do we have enough? No. We have 3 cubes. We are missing a single one, so we need to wait for all this to finish up. Oh well. It will be done eventually, but still, it might take a while. Also, I really like that the buildings are actually being built from the actual building blocks that we have provided. So we have all these long column pieces, all these wall pieces, and they are being built, being used to build this building. The same goes for this one. All the stuff that we have delivered are being used to build the stuff. Nice. And by the way, this one is now finished. Good. And this one is also finished. Nice. So it has increased the output. Instead of outputting 2, now it is outputting 3. Not a bad increase. Anyways, this one should be finished any second now. And done. Nice. But we are mostly interested in this one. Okay, so we have 2 input, and here it comes. The last one we need. Good. So tech 3, after it is delivered. And there we go. Please unlock the blue pigment refinery. Thank you. Okay, this is where this island will come into play. Also, deliver all modules of the basic refinery, right? Let's take a look. Basic refinery. That will be under this one, no? This one. Right. Okay, so we will have 3 different modules that we need to deliver. This big blue black wall, which is enough materials from 1 cube. Okay, I just pin all of them basically. And then this one, 50-50, but enough material from 1 wall, so that's good. And this one, once again, enough materials from 1 cube, so that's fine. Also, yeah, this one might be interesting. For now, this one should be the most easiest. Let's start with this one. Okay, so this one will very likely need to be cut, yeah, into 4 strips. So let's do it right away. You will need to cut along a single tile axis. That will create these 4 strips. And tell you what, before we do that one, move this over by 2 and paint this block right away. All these need to be black anyway, so might as well start with a black cube. So that will do. And then we need to split this one 4 ways because output 60, input will be 15 all the way through. So split this one down here. And basically just need to combine these back together and that's it. Super easy. Yes, this is white right now. I mean, I suppose we can reset until we get the black ones. And there we go. You go ahead and do this one. Then I suppose the same goes for the other one. Copy, flip, you can go there. And make sure we have the correct inputs. And let's take a look. Not quite. Reset. We had some white leftovers. There we go. And there. Yep, that looks good to me. Next up, need to combine these together into this big wall. So you go there, you can go on top, and done. Not quite. Correct orientation and position and configure. And the module is done. Great. Okay, can I make this one any more compact than this? I suppose we can move these guys down here. There we go. Okay, eventually this one will go... You know what? Yeah, start delivering it now. You and you. I will put it here for now. Just start delivering and I will move it into its final position later. For now, green and there. So, next shape. This one. I mean, basically the same as this whole setup, but we only need to color 1/2. Okay, copy from here. Oh no, I said copy. There we go. Yeah, I suppose you can go here. That should be fine. So first things first, we need a smelter or furnace or whatever. Then miner, there, and do this one. Looks good to me, but we need to color 1/2 of this. So you guys move over by 2. Have the monotoner here, and that will give us black ones, and this one will give us white ones, exactly. Okay, you can just build through, and instead of this shape, you will give us this thicker wall. So you can go there, and you can go there. Configure, and shape finished. Nice. You can go there. Lovely. And now this sandwich kind of a deal. Oh, let's take a look. First, start at the beginning. Yeah. There. I suppose we can do the quadruple cutting once again. I think that should be fine. Then just need to add a lot more assemblers, but that's about it. So, cutting. You will be here. And you will cut it on a single grid. One output... Yeah, 1/2 output will be colored black. So, no. Up, and then this way. And then 1/2 will be colored black. Yes. The other one will be white, obviously. Or... No, wait. Don't cut it this way. Cut it along the double axis. The 2 tile wide cutting, basically. Yes, delete all this. Now we have only 2 outputs, so we only need this much. And then color this one and cut this one. Like we need to cut both of them, but that's fine. And by the way, next the rank of the basic bots are finished, but that's fine. So this one, you will be cut, rotate, lie down, and this way. Correct. And the same for the black ones. And now we can start putting them back together. So you will go there, you will go there. The white ones can go back together right now. Yeah, we can have these done right away. But the black ones will need to be cut again. First, create the same shape. So basically a black, I don't know, fallen over column or something. Or strip. And this one will need to be cut one more time. Right. You will cut preferably this way. So we have the room. So you will be cut this way. Yeah. Okay. Obviously this one will need to be split. Because output 30, input 15. You know the drill at this point. You can merge together here. And then one more time here. I think that should do it. So you and you know what? Let's put the bottom Oreo basically. So rotate down, rotate, and the white one goes on top. Configure, and then this one. You can go there and put the last Oreo top on top. Yeah. New module created. Lovely. Can I make this one any more compact than this? I don't... Well, maybe. Move this one, flip it. Then we can move these guys in like that. You can be here. You can be there. You guys can be here instead. So we have saved on one tile. Better than nothing. But I think that's all we can do right now. Okay, you belt into the building. And crane, and that's it. Okay. We have the Oreos being delivered. Great. Okay, on pin, you can close now. And this one, I believe, will require the blue crystals from here. I think so. Yes, I think this one will create the actual pigment from these guys. So that means that we will need to unlock the... where is it? Also, we have 79 cubes. Please unlock the crane amount 6. I want to increase the amount of cranes that we can put on one building. But I am interested in the extractor. This one will give us the colored crystals from the hexacrystal deposits. There we go. Nice. And okay, in 6 points, I would also like to unlock this one, the efficiency view. This will be very good for troubleshooting inefficiencies in our setups. In the meantime, you are good to go. And yes, you will require these hexacrystals. Fine. Let's see how far we can go with a single deposit. Extractor, you can go here. Now we have this little gap here, but as far as I can tell, yeah, you can just tunnel under it. That's fine. Okay, you go here. Alright, so now we have enough points to unlock these guys. Let's take a look. So, to use these, we need to press H. There we go. Ooh, this is highly inefficient. Let me take a look at this place. This is 100% efficient. Very happy to see it. What about you? Not quite. Oh, right, because of the inefficient inputs. I mean, now that we have increased the amount of greens we can put on one of these, let's have one more here and one more here. In fact, delete this one and put the other crane here. And then we can split the output of this one, just like this, and you will build in there instead. Okay, so this is output 30, split into 15, that's correct. Okay, now this one should be 100% efficient, but as far as I remember, yeah, all this will need to trickle through before everything becomes 100% efficient. But given time, it will improve. And this one is green, so that's good enough. Yeah. Okay then. So I am pretty happy with this island for now. But this one, oh geez, this is highly inefficient. Is it because... oh, we have no output, that's why. Well, I suppose you can go this way. Link up. Take out the finished resources. There, and now hopefully things will be a lot more efficient. Hopefully green efficient, in fact. Anyways. Unlock Tech 3 node. Essential paint systems. Let's take a look. This one, 16 points. Easily affordable. Thank you. So, now, create blue paint using the dye mixer. I believe that is this one. Yes. Okay, so this one will require pigment and oil, I believe. So obviously, pigment will come from the actual pigment factory, and oil will come from the, well, the oil well. So not the painter, but the oil rig. And that should do it. You will give us blue paint, please. And as soon as this one goes in, it will start creating the stuff, and blue paint should come out. There we go. Okay, well, we have about 4 to 3 minutes before we need to say goodbye. Tell you what, let's take a look of the challenges. These are, as far as I can tell, basically unrelated to the main objective of the game, but they will give us a bit of extra rewards. So let's take a look. They are under here, module challenges. And this is as far as I got in the test game. I created these paints and that's it. After these challenges became available, I stopped. Because they look kind of interesting. For example, this one. Ooh. Yeah, we need to put all these together. I think we can make this one quite easily. Basically, now we have a new technology available to us, which are these basic stampers. I do believe these ones will punch holes into the different shapes all the way up to 8 by 8 by 8, and it will remove material, and that will be what we need to make these. So let me just go here and pin all of them. Sure. So for example, this one, I think we can make this one quite easily. We will get the raw cubes that will come out of the furnace, and we will cut this one and this one, and then this one and this one. And that will basically create the shape that we need, as far as I can tell. As for this one, we will cut off one slice, another slice, and then just punch a hole into this tube. And that will create, so I think we can do this one with 3 of them. But as for this one, I don't know, a double handle pen or something. Basically, I think we can, yeah, create single tile slices from a cube, then have one untouched that will go on the bottom, then have one that will get a small hole punched into it, and then we can merge them back together to create the actual main body for the pen, but this one. I mean, I suppose what we can do is cut that one in half and then punch a hole into it and then just merge them together that way. And as far as I can tell, we should have, yeah, the scrapper. So any unwanted pieces we can just put into the scrapper and get rid of them that way. So things should not get clogged up too much. And I think I will do this one here. Because as far as I understand, we need to put these guys into the sink anyway, so that's fine. I don't think we have a sink on this island. No. No sinks on this island, so we either make them here and then use sky bridges to bring them over, or just make them right here. I think this will be a bit easier that way. Okay then, well, I think that we'll have to wait for the next episode because we are over time, but I do like it so far. Small criticism, I suppose, is that these machines are a little bit, I don't know, simple right now. By that I mean that we can basically just create a long chain of devices like this one. We don't really need to create an array of devices. We can just basically chain them together and that will give us the shape. But, I mean, these shapes are getting a bit more interesting. Plus, I suspect later on we will have the option to unlock faster belts and stuff like that, and that will create the need for even more arrays or something. So I suspect things will get more interesting. Anyways, as I said, we might as well say goodbye now and pick things up in the next one. For now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.